So hello and welcome, my name is Courtney and I'm going to be going over on how to read people and their body language, how to use it to your advantage, and what to watch out for. People often make judgments about others even before meeting them based on what they've heard or what they know about the company. They even mistrust or ignore their own perceptions as to make them conform to foregone conclusions. This was a quote from the book What They Don't Teach You in Harvard Business School. So body language is like listening to someone without actually having to hear them say anything. They say that actions speak louder than words, and they're absolutely right. There is sometimes a contrast between what a person is saying and what they're actually feeling or what they mean. There's a study out saying that 7% of what you say actually impacts the person, 38% is your tone of voice and how you say it, and 55% is what your body language is telling them. People subconsciously give off cues, and it's best to learn how to read between the lines. So I'd like to start talking about posture. Posture can say a lot about a person and how they carry themselves. I'm just going to bring in my model Steve here. When you see somebody who has slunched back, head down, stomach out, usually indicates that they have low confidence or they're just not that interested. So you'll want to have, for good posture, you want the stomach in, back up, chin up, chest out. This will exude confidence and give you more credibility. So smiling is also very important. Smiling indicates happiness, a positive attitude, and can usually indicate that you want to speak and communicate with somebody. Usually, when you smile at a person, naturally, they're going to smile back. A person can also tell subconsciously when somebody is fake smiling. So when you see a closed lip smile, that's usually somebody fake smiling but trying to be polite. If you see a whole face smile, that's someone who has a genuine smile, is friendly, open, and ready to communicate. If you have somebody who's covering their mouth or their face when they're talking to you, usually means they're uncomfortable with the conversation or they're just flat out lying. A handshake can tell a lot about a person and their intentions. You can get the dead fish handshake, which is sometimes cold and wet, and usually indicates that the person has a passive and more reserved personality. Then you can get the sweaty palms. The sweaty palms usually indicates that the person is nervous, and when this happens, you want to try to put them at ease as soon as possible. Then you have the finger vise. The finger vise is when somebody grabs onto your fingertips, and if they actually add pressure, it means that they're trying to be dominant. Bone crusher is a handshake when you squeeze the hand so hard that you actually make the other person clench. A proper handshake, you come in with the thumb, you squeeze only as tightly as the other person, and you get 3 flicks of the wrist, always remaining with eye contact. Things to watch out for. These are some subtle cues that you'll want to watch out for in the business world to avoid problems. You can recognize them as warning signs, if you will. So when a person is frustrated, they will clench their teeth, finger point, run their hands through their hair, or have clenched hands. So if a person is nervous, they'd be clearing their throat, fidgeting in their chair, hands covering the mouth when speaking to you,
Oh, I know.
or not looking at the other person at all. When a person is showing defensiveness, their arms are crossed across the chest, and they have fast eye blinking movements. If someone is acting suspicious, they're not looking at you, their arms are crossed, they tend to move away from you. They could give you a sideways glance, touching or rubbing the eyes or nose. And if a person is showing boredom, jubbing with the fingers, kicking the ground, head in the palm of their hands, or just giving you a blank stare. These are some basic key indicators of what to watch out for in a person's body language. By being in tune to a person's subconscious movements, you can help read a person by actually hearing what they're saying without them actually having to say it. By knowing a person's true self, you can and will communicate more effectively. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I hope that you can take some of this and use it and apply it into the real world. Thank you and have a good day.